districts in some of these cities. Explain your thought behind that, because I guess the question I'd ask is, why is that something that the federal government should be worried about? Because the voters in that state, I would think, would have, if they don't like what's happening in their state, they could dismiss those members of Congress and elect new people. Why dictate that out?
Certainly, because federal taxpayer dollars go to support programs within those cities. And those leaders, take for example the mayor of Seattle, has abdicated the authority given under the Constitution to protect the citizens of that community. So if they are unwilling to allow law enforcement, emergency medical services, fire personnel to enter into those autonomous zones, the federal government shouldn't be providing partial payment for those services. So we have seen in areas like Seattle, CHOP, CHAZ, whatever you want to call it today, where the mayor has said, absolutely, none of those services will go into the autonomous zone. So what have we seen as a result? We have seen deaths. We have seen people shot. We have seen alleged rapes in those areas. And we should not be enabling that through federal taxpayer dollars. So once those autonomous zones are created, the federal government should withdraw support until that local jurisdiction brings them back under control, and we know that citizens will be safe in those areas.
Are you gaining some support for that?
I am gaining support. Unfortunately, it is all Republican support at this point. And I just shake my head and I wonder, again, going back to what we see going on across the United States, I can't believe that our friends across the aisle would think that this is okay, that shooting people in an autonomous zone is okay, that raping people is okay, and allowing that to happen, the destruction of lives and property. It's not okay. We need peace in our streets. We need to maintain that. It's really important.
Let's talk about the renewable fuels for a second. Do you think Secretary Wheeler should be replaced?
I do, if he doesn't stand up to his obligations. Now, he made a commitment to me in the Oval Office that we would see a requirement of 15 billion gallons of ethanol. And if he reaches that, great. But I have advised him with the gap year waivers as well, and those are hanging in the balance right now. Some of these small refinery exemptions going back 9, 10 years, I've told him those need to go in the garbage. That's really important. So we'll see what action EPA takes. But Andrew Wheeler is on notice. He knows that. And the administration knows that we're very unhappy, as not just Iowa, but as the Midwest. We're really unhappy with what the oil refineries are trying to do. They're trying to circumvent the 10th Circuit decision, and we can't allow that to happen.
It seems like there is lots of chatter, but not any real definitive word. I mean, we've heard time and time again that we're paying attention and we're on the Secretary, and the President lays it out there. Here's what he needs to do. We need to make this right. But yet there's no unequivocal done deal.
Right.
Why is it not done?
And we have so many court challenges that are out there too. But bottom line, I just want to see him throw those waivers in the garbage. I mean, that would be so simple to do. And then he'll explain, oh, we're going to be sued. Okay, be sued then. But they need to go in the garbage.
I'm assuming you expect the president to win re-election.
I do.
What type of a campaign do you expect here in the next couple months?
I think it'll be rowdy. I think it'll be energetic. I am excited, and I've got a wonderful base out there and so many folks that really believe in Iowa, and you know, that's who I am. I'm an eternal optimist, and in spite of the challenges that our country is facing right now, I know that the Republicans are presenting a better path forward. You know, it is a path of prosperity and economic freedom. It is a path of peaceful streets. But I see that my opponent and presidential candidate Joe Biden, You know, that path is defund the police. It is, you know, encouraging others to rise up against the government. And that's not what we want to see as a nation, and that's not how we were founded. So I want to make sure that we're maintaining our freedoms and our values as a nation, and understanding that we live in the best nation on the face of the planet.
Did you have any problems with the president floating the idea of delaying the election?
Yes, I did. I don't think that we should. Again, we're a very powerful nation. We're a nation that will work through any issues that are presented. And as the former Montgomery County Auditor and Commissioner of Elections, I do know that at least in the state of Iowa, we do have a very good election system. And I do have faith and confidence in our county auditors, and I know that they will always be doing the right thing and maintaining the integrity of our Iowa election. So it's important that we drive on and have that November 3rd election.
Does that also spin off into the discussion we've had inside our own state boundaries here about the mail-in ballots and the broader issue of the role that will play in this decision? Are you comfortable with that as well?
I am comfortable with it. I do, and again, because I do have that experience having been a county auditor and commissioner of elections, so I do know that Iowa does a great job in safeguarding our election. Now, our system is different, though, than other states, because other states just mail ballots to everyone who is registered. Iowa does not do that. Now, what we talk about is mailing out absentee request forms, and that individual actually has to sign verifying they are who they are. So again, we've got safeguards in place. If people are still worried about COVID, we want them to take the proper protections, and one way they can do that is by filling out an absentee request form and then have a ballot mailed to them.
How are you staying safe these days? It's a challenge.
Yes, it is, but I do wear a mask. I came in my mask, so I've probably got about 10 different masks. But I think it is important, and I do encourage other Iowans to go ahead and mask up. If you're out in public, make sure that you're protecting your loved ones. Use the hand sanitizer, wash your hands frequently. There are a lot of things, simple things, that we can do.
Anything off the top of your head you want to mention? I'll give you a second.
Oh gosh, well, I am just really excited about this campaign season, and even in spite of, and it is my first reelect. It is my first reelect for United States Senate. But, you know, just want to remind folks that this year in Iowa, I am the only combat veteran that is on the ballot. I am the only combat veteran serving Iowa in the United States Congress, and very proud of that. I work for veterans, bar none. I am one of the most bipartisan senators, of course, that Georgetown University had actually done a survey and looked at the work that all of our senators have done, and they have found that I am one of the most bipartisan senators in the past 25 years. So I'm very proud of my record and being able to work with others and finding a path forward. I think it's important as Iowans we just use common sense and we work with the people that share our passions and come up with great solutions, and I'm really proud of that work.
Perfect.
Thank
Thanks
you.
for the time.
Thank you.
Always enjoy sitting down and chatting.
Great to be with you. Yeah, thank you.
Good luck back out on the road there. I know it's
it's something.
Potholes everywhere with COVID out there. You don't know where
I know. You just have to be careful.
Folks wrapped up for